What is colonialism?
Many of us wonder what colonialism is. It is the control of governing influence of a nation over a dependent country, territory, or people.
When did it happen?
It happened during the 16th and 17th centuries.
What were the colonies?
The colonies had an indigenous government. It imposed a metropolis and the people depended directly on it.
Tell us a story about the Spanish conquest in Mexico.
The story of the conquest of Mexican territory began in 1517 when Francisco Hernandez explored the Yucatan Peninsula in his navigation. The governor of Cuba, Velázquez, decided to send another expedition in the command of Hernán Cortés. When they arrived to Mexico's valley, the Spaniards were well received by Moctezuma. With the hope of being allies, Moctezuma gave him tributes and gifts.
The peace was ended with the massacre of the temple of Tenochtitlan, where Moctezuma was killed.
Explain the African colonies.
Many European statesmen and industrialists wanted to secure colonies before they strictly needed them. The British took an interest in Africa, using the East Africa Company to take over Kenya and Uganda. The Portuguese and Spanish colonial empire were smaller, mostly legacies of past colonization. Most of their colonies had acquired independence during the Latin American revolutions at the beginning of the 19th century.
Now tell me about the Chinese colonies.
England attempted to enter Chinese port with a shipload of opium. The Chinese refused, and the English undertook the Opium War.
What was the Opium War?
Europeans finally succeeded in signing the Treaty of Nanking, where the Chinese were committed to open a few ports such as Shanghai, Ningpo, and Hong Kong.
Factors that helped the expansion in the
Europe had
colonization.
too much population and they migrated to the colonies. The developed countries had difficulties in economic crisis. With the colonization, they searched for new markets.
Some political issues were
Strategic preoccupations in some territories where they didn't have richness.
the consequences of the
Consequences of colonialism were that the old civilizations were destroyed. They fomented industrialization and racial segregation. They taught their official country languages and culture, so they lost the one they had. When they colonialized other places, they not only carried with them medicines, but also took illnesses.
Positive consequences were that medicine expanded and the development of primary materials.